Golden Globes, Jodie Foster won the Cecil B. DeMille Lifetime Achievement Award. It's a big deal, it's a big award, but no one's talking about that. They're talking about her acceptance speech, which was rather long, and everyone's still trying to figure out what it was about. Some think that it's her coming out as a lesbian publicly. Some people think it's her retiring from acting. But let's play one clip that might be interpreted as her coming out.
I guess I just have a sudden urge to say something that I've never really been able to air in public. So, declaration that I'm a little nervous about, but maybe not quite as nervous as my publicist right now. Huh, Jennifer? I'm gonna need your support on this. I am single. Yes, I am. I am single.
Okay, so yeah, there's a bunch of interesting quotes that we're going to get to, and she's obviously playing that up for laughs and everything.
Yeah.
I think that this is kind of interesting because apparently, like for many people, it was sort of like an unspoken half secret that people knew about because she'd said something in 2007 that sort of implied that she was a lesbian. We live in a world where sometimes this is what people do with their acceptance speeches. They make political statements, they make statements about their personal life.
Right. I mean,
what do you think about the whole
my
thing?
issue with her speech is that it's supposed to be this like off the cuff, super